All right, Truth Addicts, it's Friday, and that means we got a Kevin Samuels video reaction. And what he's doing today, he's speaking to a woman who tried to come in here and talk about colorism. And right away, he lets her know it could be her mindset or the way she acts. And oh boy, do they go back and forth because he refuses to let her use her skin tone as an excuse.
Kevin?
Yes.
Kevin?
Yes. Is your first name Juliet?
That's my first name.
All right. Were you in the chat room?
Was in the chat room.
Did you super chat something?
I did.
Okay, and what did you super chat?
I super chatted a lot of different things because Kevin, darker skinned Black women are not giving the same treatment like lighter skinned women.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Hold on. Before you go and give your speech, how long have you been watching my channel?
I've been watching your channel for about a month and a half now.
All right. Name me the broadcast where I make the differentiation between dark skin and light skin.
You didn't make any.
All right. Okay.
No.
Hold on, ma'am. I need you to understand where you are, ma'am.
Uh-oh.
Be polite to me. I'll be polite to you. Okay.
Okay. Sorry, Kevin.
No problem. Where are you from, by the way?
I'm from Seattle, Washington.
Seattle, Washington. And how old are you?
I'm 28.
Okay. A lot of successful Black men in Seattle. One of the most successful cities to find high value Black men. Do you have one?
I don't, and that's because all of the brothers here in Seattle are dating either white women.
All of them, huh? Hold on, ma'am. Julia, you can't say all of them because I have frat brothers and guys I know in Seattle who are dating Black women. So that's not true. So let's stop with the hyperbole and have a conversation. Do you want to do that?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Did you go to college?
I did.
Okay. What'd you graduate in?
I graduated with a PhD in computer science.
PhD in computer science. When was your last long-term relationship?
It ended 6 months ago.
How long was it?
It ended 6 months ago, and it was only for an 8 months relationship.
Only for 8 months. So what about have you had one longer than that?
I have. I dated another guy for 3 years.
Okay. Was that during your undergrad or was it during your master's?
It was during my undergrad.
Okay. And is a Black man?
Mom was white, dad was Black.
Whoa, wait a minute. Say again?
His mom was white, the dad was Black. So he was biracial.
So that would make him light skinned.
Yes, that was. But the recent guy.
No, I just want to be clear. And you're a dark skinned woman?
Yes.
Okay. And why didn't you and this guy tie the knot?
The reason is because I found something was terribly wrong. I suspect
it's always something.
He was cheating. I caught him messaging his ex. I asked him about it and he denied. But
okay, so you suspected him of being not faithful?
So Kevin, sorry, I need to clarify. I used the wrong language. He was engaging in inappropriate conversations with his
inappropriate comment, but you had a direct relationship with this man for 3 years. And when did he start?
No, not the one for 3 years. The one that was recent. The one that.
Okay,
ended.
But I'm asking about the guy for 3 years, the light skinned guy. Why didn't you guys get married?
We didn't get married because he started having a drinking issue.
When?
I mean, the last year of the relationship.
Okay, but you were together for 2 years before he started having a drinking issue.
Yes, that's right.
Why didn't you get married inside the 2 years?
Well, I was in school. He too was doing.
The funny thing about college is there's no reason you can't get married in college. It happens all the time. I saw lots of weddings in college. I went to school too. I don't think they're not mutually exclusive, at least not in Oklahoma. Are they mutually exclusive in Washington?
It is not, but I
Oh,
know for
okay.
a fact if I was
Okay.
lighter skinned or I was white,
Hold
maybe
on,
I would
hold
have
on, hold on,
complained.
ma'am. I don't know. You were with somebody for 3 years,
Mhm.
and you're gonna tell me about skin tone?
Yeah, yes, I am.
Why?
Because it's a larger phenomenon that we're dealing with in society.
No, no, no. Let's
Darker
talk
skin
about what
black,
you no, ma'am.
dark
No, Julia, I
skin.
wanna talk about you. I wanna talk about you. 'Cause you were in my chat room, and I like to talk about to you. See, phenomenon in society, we could talk about scientific phenomenon, we could talk about organic chemistry, we can talk about a lot of things, but that's not very important. Let's talk about you. You were with the guy for 3 years, and you saying the last year he had a drinking problem. Did he actually go get help?
I honestly don't know. I cut off the relationship and since then,
Alright, so when
looking
you
at
said drinking problem, was he drinking daily?
yes, that is correct. And he was, I think, smoking as well.
What do you mean think? This was your
Well,
boyfriend.
he was smoking and he was drinking.
But I mean, was he doing work hours
It
or in
was
the
after
evening?
evenings.
All right, so he was not an alcohol. Okay.
It was well, no, no,
Oh
no.
no, no, no. Remember now, I used to be an alcohol and drug counselor, so you need to be very careful with who you're talking to. These things mean things. See, I understand how women like to play these things. I want to just understand. This man was with you for 3 years, and you telling me about the last year when it went all through us. Tell me about the first 2 years. Why didn't you guys formalize it during the first? Why not after 6 months? Why not after a year? Why didn't you formalize it?
Exactly. See how he keep pulling it back to, hey, you were in a relationship. How can you make excuses on colorism? You were there. You were in a relationship a lot of women don't get. But a lot of people like to use excuses and and I'm not gonna lie, I've been one. Hell, that happened. Like with me and alcohol. I started drinking at a young age. But as I got older, I realized a lot of my failures, a lot of my bad decisions came when I was drinking. So I had to resolve that issue to achieve my goals. It's just that simple. There is what we like to call an age of accountability. It's a point in your life where you mature or you realize a lot of your failures became because of your personal decisions. So for her to come in here and use that colorism as an excuse, she really can't use it because she was in a relationship already, regardless of her skin tone.
Well, during the relationship, even very early on, he was talking a lot about engagement rings. But I'm African. He comes from an American culture. In
Okay,
my
hold on,
culture,
ma'am. Hold on, ma'am. Were you guys romantic or intimate?
yes, we were.
Don't give me this African shit. You were fucking him.
Okay.
Yes. Don't give me this bullshit about being from Africa. The man talked about getting married to you. See, what you came in here trying to give me is all these reasons why women like you can't get relationships, and you've already proven you've had one too. And
That's,
hold on, ma'am, and you had a relationship with somebody who was light-skinned it.
Uh-oh.
But
that's
if it were
correct.
the other way around, but see, black men aren't supposed to have a relationship with dark-skinned women. I find it funny that women like you, the colorist people, tend to have light-skinned boyfriends. But I don't really matter.
Kevin.
That's no, no, don't. You don't need to keep saying my name, ma'am. I know it very well. 2 years into the relationship, he wanted to formalize it, but you're from Africa. Go.
Well, I started to see some things with his character, and then what do you know?
Did he
Sooner or
continue to
later,
insert his penis in you after this, though?
I'm sorry, excuse me, Kevin. What was that?
Did you guys continue to be intimate after that?
After I found out the drinking and the
No,
smoking,
no,
where
no.
I
The two,
ended
no.
up
See, no, ma'am. You said in 2 years you started to notice things, but you were still together another year, so there was sex happening in that other year.
correct. And then
Okay, so the things you were noticing didn't keep you from having interaction with him. Because we're both intelligent people, right?
well, when you
We're
love
both intelligent
somebody,
people. Well, we're both intelligent people. So every time you had sex, you risked pregnancy. And being from
that's
Africa,
correct.
you wouldn't abort, right?
Well, I was young and dumb.
No,
I
no, no,
didn't
no,
risk.
no, 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 no,
Ah,
no, no. I will not give you that PhD. You cannot come in here and fall on this. I was young and dumb. No, no. You're a brilliant doctor from Africa. I'm going to hold you to that. If you would have got pregnant, would you have aborted?
Yes, I would have.
Really? So what does being from Africa mean?
It means that our cultures are so different, and there's a way you don't just let your parents meet some random boyfriend. Things have to
But you
be
fuck him?
very formalized.
But you have
I
sex
did,
with some random he wasn't
yes,
random, ma'am. You were with him for 3 years.
correct. But he didn't purchase a ring that I could show my parents that he purchased. So
You
that's why
said
I
you
couldn't
he
leave.
brought up the subject of marriage, and did he okay. Did he bring up the subject of marriage?
He did, yes.
And were you open to the subject of marriage?
I was open in the beginning, and then after I felt
Uh-huh. But in the
uncomfortable.
beginning, when is the beginning? In the 2 years? But then when you stop being open when?
Once it started to get towards that 3-year mark and I started noticing the things were just not making sense. I was getting really, really disturbed. So I just cut things off, and I knew I wasn't gonna marry him at all, no matter what, because the drinking, the smoking is not something I can deal with.
The drinking and smoking. Now, he was drinking and smoking in the evenings, right?
That is, yes, that's right.
Like lots of people in this country. You know, white men do that
His
all
was excessive.
hold on. Excessive. What do you mean? How many drinks on an evening?
I mean, it was going through several bottles of hard liquor to the point where
How
I think
many
he was on
drinks in an evening?
maybe at least seven glasses,
7 glasses of what?
maybe whiskey or gin, something
Ma'am, if this
hard
man was
liquor.
going through 7 glasses of I used to be a bartender too, ma'am. Know who you're talking to. If he was going through 7 glasses of he would have been he would not have been able to function at work or school the next day.
Yeah, look, Kevin, he's a big guy.
Well,
He's
Juliet, I know what I'm talking about. You're talking about a don't talk over
Kevin.
me, lady. I'm tell you right now. Don't see. You came in here talking about light skin and colorism, but see, guys, you need to unmute yourself. I don't like when you do that Kevin thing. See,
I'm sorry.
so here's what you
I'm
need to understand. We've already realized that you had a long-term relationship, and of course, like most women in a long-term relationship, when it doesn't turn out, the man always has to be at fault. Granted. Then the next guy you saw for 8 months, what was wrong with him?
It was I think I mentioned the text message. He was dating, or he was trying to rekindle something with the ex,
Were you
so after
guys
that, I cut it
monogamous?
off. We were.
You were monogamous. Where's his ex located?
He's in Seattle too with us.
Okay, so she's in Seattle.
Mhm.
Was he at, and you caught him texting her?
Yes,
And what
she
are the
was
text
sending
message?
naked
Okay, she sent him naked pictures. Did he send her anything?
He replied back saying, "Do you wanna meet up?" Essentially.
Hmm. Okay.
So I ended it after that.
So
But you
so
know,
let's get it right. Let me get this. Let's just accept everything you said. How has your dark skin prohibited you from having relationships?
because there's a lot of successful,
Okay.
guys in the
So
community.
he's in Seattle too. He was.
He was, yes,
Okay,
he
so he would
was.
talk to guys in the community about his lovely daughter.
Yes.
And did any of the men in the community want to deal with you?
Many of them would try reaching out, but it was during the time that I was defending my dissertation, and I was doing a lot of work on my PhD, finishing it out, so
Sometimes these educated big women, they just built funny. So they think it's their skin tone. No, she probably just got a funny ass built that doesn't attract men. Sorry to say. I don't know. I'm just saying.
some of the communication just died out with
Yeah,
some of
yeah.
these.
Uh-huh. But see, you had an entire bachelor's and master's. What about that time?
That time, that's why I'm trying to I know, Kevin, what you're thinking. Dark-skinned women do not have the
I don't
same.
want to hear this bullshit. Don't come at me with this. We're talking about you.
Thank you. Come again.
You want to get that shit off? You're gonna have to explain it. I'm hearing a woman who has all kind of options. I'm
No,
hearing a woman. Listen,
dark-skinned women do
listen.
not
You're not gonna talk
portray the
over me. You're not gonna talk over me. I don't know who the fuck you think this is. You had a 3-year relationship and an 8-year relationship. You had a father who was trying to help you. But the funny thing is, the only common denominator in all your failures is you. I do have a question for you, though.
Yes, Kevin.
Maybe you're just not worth a damn.
Uh-oh.
It could be. It could
Yeah,
be.
Imma tell you right now,
Not at all the
you
dark
don't
skin.
sound very Imma tell you right now, ma'am,
We
you
don't
don't
date. We don't have a lot of
you don't sound close to being anything being pleasurable. You sound like a whole
Not at
you
all.
sound like a whole pain in the butt. Your father couldn't even pawn you off on somebody, but you gotta make it be about something, so it has to be your dark skin, but it didn't keep you from having sex.
Uh-oh.
Kevin, I want to say I'm sorry for talking over you. I respect you and I respect your channel. All I wanted to say, and I know that I have had 2 relationships, but I'm saying
Is
when
that
you
all
look
you've
at
had
my
is 2?
lighter
Is that
skin,
all you've had is
non
2?
yes, only 2 relationships, and I'm
Okay,
28, and that's fine.
okay, so how about this? Your 3-year relationship was how old were you when it started?
How old was I? 22. I think so, 22, 23.
And how long you been in this country?
I actually been in this country since I was 7.
7. So you graduated high school here, so you went to college and didn't have so from 18 to 22, where was your boyfriend in college?
That's the thing, with my culture is very books. You focus on books, you read, read, read.
I went to
But
school with a lot of excuse me, ma'am, I went to school with a lot of Africans.
I tried dating, Kevin. I tried is not a lot of success. I'm darker skin and I'm
No, no,
sorry.
ma'am, no, see, how okay, let me ask you, Juliet, how about this? You believe it's darker skin.
Yes.
Maybe, just maybe, you are not an easy person to deal with.
I believe it's funny built. TP, you ain't right. But that's what Kevin is really pointing out to her. Maybe it's your attitude. Maybe it's your mindset. And you need to stop hiding behind this narrative about your skin tone and colorism.
Even the
No,
ones
no,
that are
ma'am, no,
easy
ma'am,
to deal
listen,
with, they don't
listen,
get similar too.
listen, listen. Okay, here's what you do, cam up.
Uh-oh.
Cam up, saying as though you're such a dark-skinned person, and so dark-skinned women don't I'm sorry, that just don't fly. You had a 3-year relationship, an 8-month relationship, but here's the thing, you're a smart woman, right?
Yes, I
Have
believe
you sat
so.
down with a counselor or a therapist?
I have definitely.
And
But
what was the diagnosis about your interpersonal relationship issues?
well, a lot of it from the therapist I've been seeing, she thinks that I take on a defeatist mindset.
Hold on. Let me stop right there. Let me stop you right there. You're saying a woman? Is this a black woman?
She is some sort of Jewish woman, and I'm gonna see if I can put
Oh, okay. So the colorist woman had a light-skinned boyfriend, and you're going to see a white woman Jew as your therapist. That makes sense.
oh, it's during a pandemic when I found this lady. I'm actually trying to switch to an African or a black therapist, but she thinks I take
Well,
on a
how about this? I'm
defeatist.
telling you, how you want to know what I think? I think you found a convenient scapegoat for
It's
your
not convenient.
listen,
It's
I need you
listen, we did a
listen.
video on 50
Okay, I'm
Cent.
not gonna do this again. You can pay me for here's the thing. I will tell you this. Talking to you is taxing because you truly are trying to pawn this colorism thing off, and I won't accept it. I'm listening to the details of your own life and has nothing to do with your skin color. It has more to do with your
Does.
personality.
Mhm. But
Yeah,
Kevin,
no,
didn't
there's
you
no
say at the
It has
end?
everything to do with your personality. And that's one so many of you, that's why a lot of people call you colorism crybabies. You've had opportunities, ma'am. You just what? Oh, this guy started smoking and drinking. Well, maybe you fucking drove him to smoking and drinking. This guy started texting his girlfriend. Maybe you were just such a pain in the ass. He had to go get some relief somewhere. Maybe that's not easy to be with, man.
Kevin, can I ask you one question, please? Didn't you say in your videos, and this is something you talk about a lot in your channel, looks, men don't care about your education. They don't give a damn about my PhD, my career. They don't care. It's looks first. But if we know that statistically speaking,
Yeah, looks. And looks has nothing to do with your race off rip. That's what you want to believe. When you want to start talking about skin tone, it has much more of a correlation with skin tone and hair preference, but not just skin tone alone. See, your argument doesn't hold up to the science. Your argument does not hold up to the science, nor does it hold up to your lived reality. And I would tell you this, ma'am. I would tell you, one, you're a PhD. Do you want to be married with children?
Of course I do.
Okay. And do you want to work, or would you like to be a stay-at-home wife?
I would like to do some consulting.
Do you want to work, or do you want to be a stay-at-home wife?
I want to work.
Okay. Do you want to have, so where are the children going to be?
The children, I think in the formative years, I will be the primary care, because I plan to consult. Even now, I'm building out my own consulting business. I plan to consult.
Primary years meaning what age?
Maybe newborn to maybe 3 or 4 years, I will be with the
And how many
kids.
children do you want?
Just 2.
Just 2. All right. So during the formative years, 1 to so 5 years, at least 5 years out of work. Do you plan on putting your kids in public school or private school?
Private school.
Private school. Okay. All right. Good. And how much is your husband going to need to make to have you off for 5 years, being the primary during the formative years? How much is your husband going to need to? How much money is your husband going to need to make to sustain your standard of life?
Maybe at least 3 something, but I will be working myself. But I will
at
be
least
working at
300.
home.
What percentage of men make $300,000+ in this country?
It's a small amount, but I will be
No,
making
answer the question. I don't ask you about your money. I said, what percentage of men?
Maybe 5%.
No. 1 out of 100. And that's not even adjusted for race. Let me ask you, a man that's 1 out of 100, why would he want you?
Uh-oh.
That's what I'm telling you, Kevin. Darker skin women.
It has nothing to do with darker skin, man. It has nothing to it has nothing to do with darker skin. It has nothing to do with darker. It has nothing to do with darker skin. Anyway, I'm done talking. You colorism crybabies. Let me just give it to you right. Let me go ahead and unmute you. Unmute yourself. Here's your problem, lady. You're not hot as you think you are, and you can't compete. You can't compete for the kind of man you want. You cannot compete for the man you want. Because here's the thing. It's not because you're darker skin, it's because you're not good enough.
No, because
it's not just because you're darker skin, it's because you're not. Then cam up, lady. Cam up. Cam up. Get on the camera. Get on the camera.
If you
get on the camera. Get on the camera. Get on the camera. Give me your give me your IG. Give me your give me your.
That's why I can't.
Give me your IG. Put your IG in the chat room.
She don't want to do that.
Colorism crybabies. I don't want to hear this shit. Give me your IG. Give me your LinkedIn.
I don't have an IG.
Give me your LinkedIn. Give me your LinkedIn professional. Give me your LinkedIn professional. You're a whole batch to talk to. Who would want to deal with this? I mean, listen to this. Dark skin. It ain't dark skin. You got a dark soul.
Oh.
Dark heart, dark attitude. And you had a light-skinned boyfriend. You have made me $1,000, and I'm gonna go trick it off on light-skinned strippers.
Yes, like most black men.
Yeah, bitch, you had a light-skinned boyfriend, fool. You had a light-skinned boyfriend. You had a light-skinned boyfriend, colorist. You had a light-skinned boyfriend, you colorist. You had a light-skinned boyfriend, you colorist. So he could have gave you some light-skinned babies. You out of your fucking mind with that shit. Go ahead. So you was gonna have your light-skinned babies with him? Self-hate? You gonna breed yourself out because you African?
I respect your.
No, you don't respect my show. You talking this bullshit. We're off the chain, off the rails now. No, you came here. You working with a white woman. You were dealing with a half-white man. And you coming here talking about colorism. Do y'all not hear this bullshit?
We do.
Do y'all not hear this bullshit? And your name is Juliet. Juliet, what black woman is named Juliet from Africa? Motherfucking looking for Romeo. Where's Romeo? It's a Waldo.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know it's sorry because here's the thing. You're used to guys like myself backing down from this bullshit argument and not having the intellectual or emotional capacity to deal with it. Oh, I got 2 barrels loaded and I got plenty of ammunition left. You ain't gonna pull that shit over here with me. You can't mentally, intellectually dominate me like you used to do in a lot of these other guys using your big Seattle words. That shit don't work over here. You have met your match with that bullshit over here.
Kevin,
Don't say my name. Don't say if you say my name again.
I love your show. I'm a big fan of your show.
I don't need to be a big fan of my show.
I love what you do, and I love your show.
I don't need to be a big fan of my show, and don't get to be patronistic. Don't start patronizing. The fact of the matter is, ma'am, your argument is weak. It doesn't make sense.
Boy, they was getting into it right there. But she just keep making these same excuses and she just saying it over and over. She's not talking about anything else. The problem is she thought her education, her PhD, would change her body shape. No, you're built funny. Because that's what happens a lot of times. You gotta stay in shape. And too many times when these women were chasing these careers and the PhDs, they let themselves go. And I can't see this woman, but I believe that's what happened. In the process of her being in a relationship, probably when she first got with the guy, she was in shape, looking good. Then over time, you know how we get comfortable in relationships? And she just started letting herself go. And that's probably why both of them probably why the one started drinking and doing all that other stuff.
And it's the same stuff that so many women like you who are non-competitive, you like to blame everything else on instead of becoming competitive. You're not competitive.
Nope.
Kevin,
compete.
I understand we
compete.
Agree.
Compete. No, there's no agree to disagree. There's no agree to disagree because here's the thing. Here's the thing. There's no agree to disagree. I have a problem getting any woman I want. You're the one that can't get a man.
Uh-oh.
There's no agree to disagree. The disagreement's on your ring finger. So that's the problem. Maybe what you can qualify for ain't what you want. Maybe you're not fine enough.
It is. She's not.
Every man you done talked about had problems. But I'll go ahead and give you the last word. Go ahead.
All I have to say is darker skinned women, we face a very uphill battle.
Fuck off my channel.
Come on.
Dark skin my ass. You're a pain in the ass is what you are. No dark skin, nothing.
Boy, ain't that the truth. He was showing how she need to just take accountability and stop trying to blame external forces, right? And that's what happened. You know, one of the things I like how he pointed out about competing. A lot of us didn't even look at stuff like that, especially when it comes to love and relationships. I know a lot of women didn't look at that, but you have to compete at everything you do. You always have to compete, no matter what. Be the best version of yourself before you start blaming external things. That's what I had to do. I had to realize that. All right, that's it for this video. Until the next one, the truth will set you free.